wait till some people get here. Hi everyone, I'm Angelo, blah blah blah. Who cares? Nobody wants to know my story. What the hell is behind those bushes? It's like a red chair? A little beanbag chair or what? Check this out. What is that thing? Oh, this phone, I gotta get a new phone. This phone is starting to crap out. The storage on it was like nearly completely filled, like 31 of 32 gigabytes, and it was running really badly. I deleted some apps that I didn't need, but a lot of them I still kind of use or need. Some it's like, well, I use them sometimes, but I can delete them and then just use them later, like to download Twitter video, which once in a while I'll, like, if I forget what, like I would do, so if I uploaded a video to Twitter and then say later on, like, and then I deleted it from my phone, but I wanted to find it later, I would go through it and then download it to like upload it to Instagram or something. Anyways, I keep those other social media platforms out my mouth right now because I'm on YouTube, and that deserves the space right now. It deserves the floor. I guess you heard I'm reopening California. Movie theaters might open next week. Restaurants might allow indoor dining. The idea is to start spreading a little more coronavirus and just get people kind of on edge, like not knowing, is it safe, is it not? Yeah, I don't think we should be reopening. New Zealand had it right. It's like they had 3 cases recently, and they just shut everything down to make sure it doesn't spread. And it's like, yeah, that seems drastic, but that's how you avoid deaths. And then that's how you get rid of it more quickly, too, if that's what your concern is. Get back to normal. Normal being homeless for me anyways. Just admiring my clean mirror. I cleaned it after months of not cleaning it. So, yeah, I got a new jacket, finally. This thing, I like it. I actually like how this is lighter than this one. This one's got like mesh inside. This one, oh, it has mesh inside too. But a little heavier, which is fine. I like the red on it. You can see it looks like it's been run over by a freaking truck or something. And the pockets were all torn up. Can you even see that? Like, so basically, let me show you. Like, and I was putting, you can see the outline of wood glue on, like, right here. I don't know if you can see it that well, but so I put duct tape and wood glue, and it sort of held it together for a while, and it started to give, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to accept this. I could just cut off the pockets and turn them into gloves. Oh, there's still some duct tape with wood glue on there. Thanks, Buddy Man. Buddy Man says my videos about Virginia and Annandale specifically are great. I appreciate that. Thanks. Glad to be out of Annandale. I'm glad to be out of Virginia. Let's face it. That place is a mess. It is in the worst shape it's at. No, that's not true. Anyways, yeah, this jacket, and I don't know how often I washed it. I washed it sometimes, I think. But it looks horrible, and it's like, it was just getting to be a pain in the ass, and it's like unpresentable, you know? Look how bad the damage is. Like on the end, right here. Click like, you jabronis. Don't just pop in and watch and right, clicking out, bye. And don't even show support. It's not for me, it's for the algorithm. Get my algorithm going. That's, or YouTube's algorithm. That's what controls, you know, whether people see this video or not. And this thing, it's like not even black anymore. It's got a cover of brown dust on it. Oh, definitely notice it here. I don't know, it's hard, the sun's blowing out the image, but anyways, this thing is, and this is like no longer fabric, it's turned to like vinyl right here, it's so shiny. So, got a new jacket. Ooh, this is so nice. It's light, it's even lighter than that one, which is nice because, you know, it's hot in LA, and I always like to wear a jacket to keep getting from getting sunburned. It's kind of too bad. I can never walk around with a t-shirt again in my life if it's daytime. Well, I don't know why. I just like to have. It almost feels like protection in a way, in case I need it. I don't know. But it's, yeah, really comfortable. Probably should have washed it before I bought it, right? I mean, before I wore it, right? But yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy, man. You're a perfect character for a film, in my opinion. Well, that's a lot of people are saying that. I love the way you worded your disdain for Annandale. Yeah, thanks. Because I didn't want to just be like, I hate it, and I'm done with it. I wanted to be like, I'm stuck here too. Like, I'm the butt of the joke too. It's like I talk about how miserable it is to live here, and then like I'm miserable here. I'm not just like making fun of it like I'm passing through and leaving. Like, ha, look at these losers. I'm like, this is my life. I hated every second of living there. It was truly miserable. Thanks. Well, it kind of was a comedy sketch. Lost some deodorant. See? These Carhartt jeans hold up really well. And my warehouse job, like, they're not even tearing at all with all the wear I'm putting them through. I gotta wash them, though. They're getting dirty as well. Don't know when I'm going to be able to get the coronavirus vaccine, but they're just about to hit 2 million lower income people getting the vaccine. That was a milestone that Gavin Newsom set out, the governor, because you know, they were disproportionately affected by coronavirus. And I'm not saying his response has been great, it hasn't, but and there's a lot of things like, and I'm not talking for myself, but like homeless people, like they're not more eligible to get the vaccine, even if you're like, apparently, this is what I've heard, if you're like homeless and have AIDS, you're still not eligible to get the vaccine ahead of other people right now. But yeah, they're not eligible to get it. Again, I'm not saying it for myself. It's like, whatever, let other people get it. If it's gonna sound like just because I want it, I do want it. But if it's just gonna sound like that, I'll be like, forget about me. I'll let the other people who need it more. Because yeah, I'm homeless, but I'm in my car, and it's a different type of homeless, and you know, I can be more. Well, anyways, that's how it is in my car. So yeah, what I was saying, Gavin Newsom said when they hit 2 million vaccinations for lower income communities. So I don't know, in LA, I don't know how many total have been administered in LA. I don't know if that's doses, so it means it could be 1 million people because, you know, each person has to get 2 doses except for the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. Then they'll start to reopen stuff, like reopen movie theaters and indoor seating at restaurants, which again, it's like, what do you expect to happen to the numbers of infections and deaths when that happens? So I advised Gavin Newsom against it. I stated my case firmly, but he did not end up choosing what I wanted. Better than everything on modern SNL. Well, you heard it from Buddy Man. Hello, everyone. All right. Buddy Man, I got to read this comment. Your videos and you as a person remind me of a character in a Todd Solondz movie. My grandfather is an emotionally inept, brain-dead psychopath, and he was thinking about moving to Annandale. Yeah, it's, I'd say, like, you know, people can move there if they like it there, but I moved there because it was the only cheap place I could live in my life. No, I won't put it in, like, a bad way. It's just, yeah, I was going through a lot of trouble at the time. And I was broke, and I had just come out of 9 months of being disabled, didn't have many options, didn't even want to work anywhere. I wanted to do filmmaking, and yeah, so that was where I went. Dear goodness, my fucking shoes splitting open. The hell's that truck doing facing me? Been really busy lately. Worked on 2 films, short films, which were good experiences. And oh, now I just remembered. That reminded me, I got to do something else Sunday related to that. And been looking for an accountant. I didn't realize how ridiculously busy accountants are and how incredibly expensive they are. But got to pay them. And yeah, I could try and do my taxes myself. I could. They probably aren't massively complicated. I did not make much money at all last year. I counted all my income and stuff and separated it out and everything. Added it up, separated it out again for fun. And yeah, I did not make much at all. So sometime I'll like just read off my bank statements, like how much money I made each month. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so pathetic. Some months you would hardly believe how little I made. But then again, not really, because a lot of people are broke in this country. Oh, I don't want to get lotion on my new jacket. But it's LA, so accountants are extremely busy because you have lots of self-employed people here, or people who work a job and are also making money, you know, as actors or filmmakers, crew members, musicians, like anything else, you know, related to performing and art. And yeah, they're really busy, so it's like hard to even get a response from a lot of them. Some are very expensive just to start, and then they can add more fees. And so I was just trying to find one who would like give me a personalized response, you know, just show like, hey, we can work together, because I want someone I can work with throughout the year to help me finally sort of organize things. And yeah, give me any tips for running my film, or doing my film gigs and stuff. And you know, whatever I need to do in that regard, I don't even know. But or I know I need to keep better track of expenses, at the very least. But I don't know what else. Like, that's the thing they have to advise me on. So I did find a place, and it's like, okay, I'll go forward with them, because they actually took the time to, like, you know, I don't know what, you know, who they really are, but as far as I can see, they're actually showing some appreciation of who I am, and want to help me. And of course, you know, they want to accept my money. I'm not saying that's not in the picture, but I can pay them. And yeah, so it seems like, okay, they seem like, and it was a small company. It's just 2 guys. That's what I liked about it too. And they're CPAs. Some places they're not CPAs. They're just like accountants, but they're not certified personal accountants. That's what it means. So, uh, yeah, go forward with them. But it's, understandably, they're not like getting back to me every 5 minutes or something. But that's a thing that seems very common with accountants. And anyways, it seems like a good option. And like if I ever, after the pandemic or something, if I ever need to go in their office for a consultation on running, doing things as a self-employed person in addition to working a job, that seems like a decent option. If not, I'll fire them. But anyways, I just, I got to make sure my taxes are accurate. So I guess that's what it's all about right now. I don't want to fuck it up and be like, what? What is this? Especially doing them on my phone. What a pain in the ass. My battery on my laptop no longer charges. I hadn't turned on my laptop in months, and recently I went to someone's place and was able to plug it in, and I was able to run it, but it did not charge at all. So now I got to see if I can replace the battery or whatever the issue is. I would like to keep it, even though, yes, I do want a new, more powerful laptop for video editing. Anyways. Oh, but what Buddy, what's your name? Buddy Man was saying, Todd Solondz film, that's interesting. I'm really intrigued by Todd Solondz's films. Never seen one. I've heard great things. I've heard they're, bizarre and creepy and like, okay. And that one movie, like, the protagonist becomes played by two completely different people who, like, look very different. And it just switches, I think. And, anyways, and I've heard him talk. Seems like an odd guy, but, that's cool. Hey, you say I belong in a Todd Solondz movie, so that's my kind of guy. That's my style. James Cameron was a poor trucker. He couldn't even afford sandwiches before he made a big, kind of short film. Well, yeah, before he made it big. Anyways, really, I wasn't even sure when I'd stream again or make a video at all. But I was like, yeah, it's time. I want to do something. Been doing a lot, and I'm still gonna do more today. And yeah, I got to do more sort of paperwork stuff, but not hard at all. It's really just set some stuff up, whatever. I know that's not clear at all. It's pretty vague. This shirt is no longer white. This shirt is, what is it? It's like, I don't know, gray. Oh, and so apparently, I don't know. I just try not to look at the news much because, it still makes me dissociate a little. Although I'm getting better with that, with my dissociative disorder. Apparently, we're all going to get or not all of us, definitely not all of us. Biden, he decided not everyone was going to get it, but people are going to get the $1,400 stimulus checks or relief checks. Really, that's what it is. It's survival. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other aid that goes out, extended unemployment benefits or like more pay or something. Some kind of rent relief as well. So that's cool. 1,400, and and he announced that every eligible adult, or every adult will be eligible for the coronavirus vaccine by May 1st. So that would be pretty good. I'd like that a lot. See if things can get back to normal. Otherwise, I just keep the news out of sight. And I have seen, by the way, Buddy Man, one of James Cameron's short films, the one about like two mechs fighting, or it was a mech and something else, and it was really good. And of course, that went throughout a lot of his movies, the idea of mechs battling and sci-fi machinery and stuff. And they were stop motion animated, but it was really well done. Geez, I'm tired too, but I don't even like to talk about it and complain about it, you know, because nobody wants to hear about it. I just kind of noticed it, and that's the end of that. We're not talking about that. As the CEO of a major corporation, I can't afford to be tired. I ain't got time to bleed, and I don't have time to be tired. Finally got new lotion because the old one sucked. This one, not much better. I shouldn't. I bought the exotic looking bottle. Not that good. Smells kind of nice. My hands feel shitty. I should just get the big, boring looking bottle from the dollar store. Car sounds like a diner on there. It's so weird. The sky is like very dark there, and then the sun is shining over there. There's been, sporadic rain the last few days. But yeah, an accountant, it's about time. It's good, to finally get one. They are expensive, and it's I'm sure it's going to be a relatively simple tax return, but I'd rather not try and do it myself and mess something up. And of the accountants that I found, they're not the most expensive. So that's something. But, I wouldn't necessarily mind paying a lot for one, but yeah, anyways, they're so busy. I had no idea how incredibly busy accountants are. I thought, oh, there must be some that have time. No, we're a month out from taxes being due, and yeah, they're all like swamped. Get the fuck away from me. Get the. That's good. They didn't walk too close to my car. I gotta shave. I try and shave in the morning before work, so I'm clean shaven when I wear my mask. But lately, I don't know, just a little lazy, and it's been kind of cold, and the water gets cold, and my water bottles get cold in my car overnight. I don't want to shave with that cold water. But I better shave now before I pass out. Oh, that's right, and I keep forgetting the paperwork I have to do before I pass out. Nothing major, just a few minutes. Maybe I'll pass out and then pass in. Why is it called passing out when you pass out, but it's not passing in when you wake up from the pass out? Time for a shave. I just want to sit. Do I like Paul Thomas Anderson's films? I haven't seen the last two or three or something, but yeah, I do. I like Boogie Nights a lot. I love Boogie Nights actually, and Magnolia I think is great. Oh, and Punch Drunk Love. I forgot about that one. I've seen that several times. And it's hilarious. And who would have thought, that's the thing. Back then, for Adam Sandler to be in a non, like his own type of thing that he produces comedy, which involves a lot of what's the word, like slapstick or schlock or whatever, slapstick, I guess, kind of gross out comedy or him yelling at people. Um, And to be like, that was a big change for him, and to be, let alone to be in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, who makes like really weighty movies, and he only directs his own scripts. That's interesting, buddy, man. You talk about only Scorsese could make movies as good as he did in the 70s. I don't know about that, but I'm saying maybe there's other filmmakers that do, but it's very, very hard to have that kind of longevity in film. Scorsese thought many times that he may no longer have a career in film, and understandably so. And he had a lot of troubles, and all kinds of things came out. Last Temptation of Christ, just to make that movie, it was like the most controversial movie ever made. It was protested like all over much of the world, and not just protested. It was like, death threats, violence, all kinds of controversy, and he had to go on TV and try and defend it. And it was a huge I've just read about it. There's a book called it's a good book. What is it? It's all about how The Last Temptation of Christ had such controversy and got made. Something in Hollywood. What's it called? Hollywood Under Siege. That's it. And how huge campaigns where preachers were like raising millions of dollars to attack, verbally attack and criticize stuff Scorsese in the film and boycott it and try and get them to change the movie, and saying it was blasphemous and stuff, and even saying stuff that wasn't even in the movie. Like they were saying that Jesus has a like homosexual experience in the movie or something. Or before the movie came out, they were saying they heard that was in the script. Like people were spying, like trying to get a hold of it. That wasn't even in there, but they said that anyways. But yeah, it's very hard. And in the book Easy Riders Raging Bulls, the impression I get is it's a very, very hard life to direct movies, or especially to be in the Hollywood filmmaking culture, or whatever you call it, of the 60s and 70s, to be in that generation of like, yeah, the 60s and 70s. But especially, there was a certain scene of filmmakers, Steven Spielberg being another one who's had longevity, and even he can, I suppose, has his struggles to make movies. But a lot of those directors, ended up no longer having much in the way of a career, or any career at all, or dying, having all kinds of health problems that may have been exacerbated or caused by their behavior. So, it's, I don't know. Easy Riders Raging Bulls is a good book. It shows like a very a lot of rough experiences, including Scorsese. I mean, sounds like he was a bit of a wild man, and I don't say that in necessarily a pejorative way. I don't know, but like, it gets in. It's very interesting reading, and anyways, but I agree, he's a great filmmaker. All right, time to shave. You know what? Don't click like on the video. See if I care. Holy crap! I'm so tired. Like I'm gonna pass out. Ah, enough with the complicated questions. I appreciate it, though. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. I can't think about film industry. Buddy man, do you realize I am homeless? And I'm about to shave in my car. I've been living in my car for over 2 years. 2 years and about 4 months now. Wait, November, December. Let's do it. Well, I'll do it in Spanish. Noviembre, diciembre, enero, febrero. So that's 4 months, and then going into March. Marzo, 5 meses. 5 months. Ooh, wind's breezing through my car. It's a little cold. Gotta roll up the windows. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon, but I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. hitting that snooze button. That's all right. It's just I'm not going to answer it. You know, don't expect me to answer everything. My hair is shit because I cut it myself, and I couldn't cut it evenly with an electric hair trimmer. Tried. You'd think it's just easy, just move it right along, but no, you gotta work really slowly to cut everything evenly. So paying out the ass for a lawyer, and the lawyer thing, it's not a huge deal, but something I needed to do, and talk about it after it's all done. But it's hugely expensive, for me at least. And now the accountants, the jacket, I forget how much was it. Was it like $30? I don't know. I was like, I barely ever spend money on clothes. I mean, my last jacket, I don't know how many years I've had it. I've seen it. I think I came across some old video and I had it on, so I must have had it at least 4 years. Probably longer than that. I'm just glad I could find a light windbreaker, because that's all I wanted, was something mainly just, yeah, keep me slightly warm, protected from rain, which doesn't happen much, so it's really more like protecting me from the sun. Oh, I forgot. Been a couple days since I shaved, since I did this. I forgot my other trick. To get the razor wet, don't run a bunch of water over it when your water supply is limited. Just put a little water in your hand. There you go. I kind of want to wait till tomorrow morning before work to shave, but it's going to be cold, and I'm like, I probably won't feel like it. No matter how hard I work sometimes, and I work out still after work. Today I did some pull-ups, dips, and did several sets of push-ups, back workout, and squats. It's like I can't wear myself out enough to fall asleep. By the way, look how little water I've used so far. Just from what that was filled up to down here. Saves so much water as opposed to showering in a sink. I'm revolutionizing homelessness to be environmentally friendly. I even reuse my plastic utensils. And then to get this out, I just squirt this like a spout at the razor, back of the razor. That's how much water I've used, somewhere down there. I want to dry the razor to make sure it doesn't, corrode, and then it corrodes very quickly, but try and make it last as many shaves as I can. Get 4.5 good to moderately painful deep shaves in there, as opposed to just 2.1. That's what I worked out the numbers to. Yeah, got a bunch of gunk out of there too. Oh, and I think gyms are going to reopen with limited capacity, so that'll be interesting to see if I'll shower at them. I don't know, because guys in the locker room, first of all, they may not be open 24 hours a day. I read they may be at 10% capacity, so I don't want to have to wait to go in. And then guys just do not wear, I just wouldn't feel safe in the locker room anyways, going in to shower and then stepping out. I could have my mask in my bag, but it's still not as safe as I'd like it to be. So, Moist Andy's here. I want to shave, but I'm afraid of having less of a gap in my face mask and getting less oxygen. My beard elevated the bottom of my mask slightly so I won't suffocate. Moist Andy, what are you talking about? Shouldn't you know medical issues better than this? Like, I have no issues wearing my two masks and a face shield for strenuous lifting 5 hours a day. That's pretty much what it is anymore, just 5 hours a day. Moist Andy also works in a warehouse. I work in a warehouse. We're covering the warehouses across the country. What the hell motion is this? He's on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. And Moist Andy, you're listening to too many of those mega preachers, or just regular preachers. Mega douches, more like it. And getting your brain all rotted by them. Man, don't do it. Now, hold on, I got some business to do. Takes a lot of sponsorship to get this show running. Keep it running, so. Moist Andy, do you have this problem where when you drive to work and say a song plays on the radio, if I have the misfortune of hearing a song on the radio, whatever's the last song you hear, it just keeps playing in your head all day. And it's especially unfortunate if it's a really fucking annoying song. At work, specifically. Something about the repetitive motion at work does that to me. Oh no, man. It would be nice to go to the gym. I haven't worked out in a gym in a year now. I'm all clean now. Click like, everybody. It helps the video out. Man, I could... Hey, I got a question for everybody. Sounded like George Bush there for a second. George W. Bush. I got a question for everybody. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? But, I want to go to this Arab place for food. Should I get a chicken kebab wrap? It's not a kebab. I don't know why. Why bother calling it kebab? Oh, they don't call it that. They call it chicken shish kebab. What the hell is shish kebab? I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound demeaning of it. I just don't know. But it's a good wrap. Or should I just get the falafel wrap, which is $1 cheaper? Probably less calories, I guess. Falafel's pretty good for you, right? It's basically like mashed up plants. Which one should I do? I'll let you decide, the viewers. And now I'm going to go get some because I'm damn hungry. And then I got to do my 5 minutes of paperwork that I'm going to stress over. Which one do I want? It doesn't matter what I want. And this was never about me. It's about you all out there. It's about, do you guys want me to eat? Which do you command that I eat? Chicken? A chicken wrap, basically, or a falafel wrap? And also, keep in mind, the falafel wrap's $1 cheaper. So, point falafel wrap. But I could use, I guess, some more protein. I'm probably not eating enough in general. Even though I have some fat to lose on me. But that is becoming less and less of the issue by the day. You're saying, Buddy Man's saying the kebab. So, basically, the chicken wrap. That's a good choice. I don't have anything against it. I think maybe I should. I could use it. Podría usar esa proteína. I could use that protein. Did Moist Andy leave already? He just left his one comment as usual and leaves. Which is fine. That's Moist Andy for you. That's his mystique. Flip a coin for it like Two-Face. A little different from Two-Face. You know, as far as what I want to eat, I would prefer the falafel wrap. But really, with the amount I'm working out and stuff and working my job, I probably should eat the chicken wrap. And of course, I got a call, so I can't run the live stream while I do it. But after the live stream ends, I'll probably end soon. I've been going 40 minutes. I'm just so busy. I have so much stuff to do. Where's everybody from, by the way? Or where is everybody right now? We got a bunch of people watching, which is cool. Not a bunch. I mean, 5 people. But, sorry. What am I doing? But only Buddy Man talking. So that's kind of interesting. It's like, who's watching and not talking? Which is fine. You don't need to talk. That's fine. But I'm just really curious because like it's just weird to think people are watching me out there and I have no idea who they are. I want to know who everybody is. No, I don't. You're from Riverside, California. Cool. How far is that from LA? I don't even know. I still don't know the geography of LA that well. I'm still learning it. The hell was that? My water bottle's haunted. An hour from LA, and I guess it must be, well, I don't know. It could be, what is it, east? South? I don't think it's north, right? Riverside doesn't sound like it's the valley, is it? Or is it? I don't know. I've never been there, I don't think. It's east. Okay. My first guess was right. Inland Empire. Everyone wishes they lived in LA. I see. What's Riverside like? Is it like Annandale? Oh, excuse me. Gotta get my chicken wrap. Get it to go. It's not like Annandale. Okay. So what am I doing? Just touching myself. Not like that. I was just feeling my side. Whew, excuse me. Okay, sounds like a mix of good and bad. Anyways, I gotta get some food. What am I doing delaying the inevitable? So I'm gonna go, but thanks for watching, everyone. I'll try and make more videos. I got a lot of great video ideas. I just don't have time or money, and the things are still largely shut down. The ability to do everything, but also the facilities to do it. How am I gonna do it out in my car? I'll be, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about showering if the gym's open, if I'll do it or not there. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta get food. Thanks for watching, everyone.